EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Now they can't bring him down. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
180, 12, 12, 12. 11 Tommy, 11 Mighty, 11 Mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 12, 12,
from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
let's get set. Right, 80. 11 MT.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the goal. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. In motion left is Higgins. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Bengals nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Done.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Loss of 6. Brings up second.
He couldn't get
16
rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 17.
Raider first down, 17 yards.
For Las Vegas, first down.
Ready?
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jersey. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Come on, blaster, stay.
They'll set up to throw. They'll find Jersey out of the backfield. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And on Las Vegas, first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On first down, it's Jersey. He gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the
4-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready. Ready. Set.
2nd and 4. They'll try and set up the screen to Jersey. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. John Franklin Myers forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's slithered by. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. To the air again, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Black shot.
Back to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
At the 36-yard line.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill puts it off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 41 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Working downfield, he's got Fulton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
21 yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Raiders first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The kick is
extra point up and good by Sanders.
Raiders 24.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
On 2, ready?
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Gun.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On 1, ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Second down.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and they get to him again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1, ready?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a short one to Gesicki. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The Bengals field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here we go. Ready?
2nd and 13. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Completes this one to Thornton. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-scoring game here. You got to be careful.
They certainly do. I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
On 2, ready?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
12, 12. Done. 180. 11. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
There's the quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Second and 10.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
First down. A gain of 14.
They'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down. First and 10
Here we go.
12-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 1.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12. Here we go.
Burrow will throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Charles, remember, they had a short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sign.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Yellow, 43, ready.
They're going to try and throw. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders.
17.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
12. Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Here we go. Right 80.
They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
11.
It's a gain of 20.
Here we go.
First down, Cincinnati.
Right 80. 11. Top. 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. It's just set. 11 MT. Right 80.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards. And the Bengal first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12.
Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second and goal, Burrow.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. Let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now this likely a must-have. Third and goal.
Here we go. Right 80. 11. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown,
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 38, Bengals 24. Evan McPherson to kick off for
After
Cincinnati.
the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. A give out of the gun to Genty.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, 59 yards.
And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Raiders 45, Bengals 24.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. Right, 11 MT.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bengals first down.
Now Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To the air again, Burrow. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Raiders take over.
But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball at a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's intercepted. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Well, part of this Bengals defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 45, Bengals 31. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. 113 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 3. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
56-yard gain.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 56 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Set. Hut.
He'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Genty. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. They give them a gain of 37. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Can. Stop. 11 Thomas.
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Here we go. What? 11 MT. Take. 11 MT. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Adnan Mitchell. 35 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bengals 38.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. They go down to none.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Here we go. Set. Set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Burrow.
That was short one to Gesicki. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here we go. 11.
To throw, Burrow.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Let's get set. 11. To high. 12. 11. To high.
Throwing, Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Gun.
Burrow.
And this one is incomplete.
Giving big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Here's Burrow.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go. 11. 11.
Now Burrow.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that's called the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking.
He's got a man complete. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Las Vegas, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem.